Okay, so today we're going to use Rockworks 17 to create a hydrograph. Whenever you open Rockworks, you've probably been using this borehole manager tab, looking at various boreholes and the lithology or stratigraphy areas. At least that's what we have used in the past in this class. But today we're going to use the Utilities tab. And the Utilities tab has lots of different options. You can do lots of hydrology related things. There are functions to find planar surfaces using information. Lots of different things that Rockworks will do for us. So the first thing that we're going to need to do is have some data to put in Rockworks. And that can be downloaded as a tab separated file from the USGS hydrologic data website. And the only thing that you should have to do once you download it and save it as a text file is maybe change the format of the date, and I'll show you what the date format should look like. And you can use a program like Microsoft Excel to reformat the dates for you if they are not in the suitable format. So, how do we get the data into Rockworks? We come over here to File, and we want to import a text file. Then we use the Input File area, and we go in, and here I've saved my data in a file called hydrograph.txt. That's a text document. So we just want to open that text document. It's delimited using a horizontal tab, and my file does contain a header line, and I want it to process the header line. So we come down and we click the process button. We do want to update the project dimensions. Okay. And see, now all my data is here in Rockworks. This first row we want to turn off because it's not usable for us. But you see here we have date and time. And this is the format that the date and time must be in for the hydrograph function to read it. So it needs to be month, day, year, and then time in a 24-hour format rather than the AM/PM format. Okay, so we will open up the hydrology button, go down to Hydrograph. We input columns. The date will come from the date time column. Precipitation will come from the precipitation column. And the water level should come from the gauge height column, which I could have renamed, but did not earlier. You want to make sure that it's going to be readable. Let's just see what it looks like if we use the default settings. Oh, well, it looks like it saved my settings from last time I did this. But default settings would have been labeling samples, both tick marks and samples. And had you created it, it would have been totally unreadable. So you want your labeling intervals to be something reasonable for the amount of data you have. So my labeling interval could have been days, and my tick mark interval could have been hours, and then I set the interval at every 8 hours to have a tick mark. And then when you reprocess, that is a lot more readable now. So that is a quick introduction to the hydrograph function of Rockworks 17.